Welcome back to QB Insider, and it's time to take a look at a number of the draftable quarterbacks for the 2025 NFL Draft. We've got a really good class of quarterbacks that have had a lot of success at the college level. So here's how I broke them down. I didn't go and look at their best tape. I didn't break down their worst tape. I went back and I tried to look at a game that was just kind of a normal, average game for each and every one of these guys. I want to know who they are every Saturday. So today we're diving into who most feel will be the #1 quarterback off the board, Cam Ward.
Ward's gonna take off, diving! Touchdown, Cam Ward!
Looks as if Cam comes up and checks. You always like to see that. Checking to something. We're gonna have a middle closed defense right here. So I believe that's what he was seeing on this particular play. Hey, we got middle open. They're gonna drop the backside safety. Does a great job right here of coming off and peeking the safety. And he's gonna come back, boom, great throw in between the corner and the safety. And those are the things to me that separate the great players at the next level, at the NFL level. The guys that can make those second level throws 15 to 35 yards consistently down the field. And Cam Ward definitely has the ability to do that.
Cam Ward trying to finish it.
Another thing, guys with big arms, they trust their arm. I took plenty of chances with my arm, believing in what I could do to throw him into tighter windows. So right here, he probably has the quick out based on what this corner does. You see the corner open his hips to the inside. There's no chance he's covering a quick out here. But Cam's gonna manipulate him and try to work him with his shoulders. Boom, tries to shrug right there. See how he settles down? Like, I'm gonna throw it there. Then he comes back and he rips this one right in between the safety and the corner. Another really good second level throw. So they're gonna run a post, okay? Don't have the post, free safety's there. Then we're gonna run a corner. Confidence with the arm, saying I can make every throw. I can fit everything in there. I'm gonna try to anticipate that and put it on him. He is intercepted, not by the corner, but by the guy underneath. And again, gunslinger mentality. Feel like I'm gonna make every throw. And again, I threw a lot of interceptions. I did the same thing, and the idea was, I'm gonna make more throws than I'm gonna make mistakes. Sometimes I'm gonna try to make that perfect throw and I'll make it, and the next time I'm gonna try to make that throw, and I don't make it, or the defense makes a play on it.
Ward, downfield, hit!
Oftentimes, he's very talented with his arm. And so we see guys in the NFL like Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers that when these guys get real talented with their arms, they don't always bring their feet to the throw. Cam sets his feet to this little hook route on the outside. Never resets his feet and just kind of says, hey, I can make this easy throw to the flat without doing that. And you see, ball back behind. I always say, where your feet are is where the ball goes. Technique is something to watch for with Cam. Gets away with it a lot of times, but there's going to be times where he doesn't. We've seen the ability to kind of drive the football, and he also has the ability to touch the ball. Not a guy that overthrows the ball, always throwing the ball hard, understands how to make different throws depending on what's needed on a particular play. So just man-to-man coverage here, defender kind of chasing from back behind. Cam does a great job of setting this ball up and over, laying it out in front of his guy. Boom, up, high and away, perfect throw, great touch, love it. I want to see guys that also just play the game. Hey, the game says throw the check down, just throw the check down. Don't have to try to make that special play each and every time. Okay, so we're gonna run an in route right here. Okay, we don't have it, right? Good read, that guy is dropped down underneath. Now, just take your check down, right? I wanna see these guys play the game a little bit, not just hit their first guy and make great throws, as we've seen mostly on this tape. I wanna see these guys go through their progressions a little bit. And here, I'd love to see him dump it to that check down. They're gonna buy some time and make a play, right? And these are the good and the bad. We're going to see this sort of stuff. Buying time, ends up making a play, finding a guy across the field, ad-libbing a little bit, and making another play for a first down.
You just stiff-armed a defensive lineman to the ground before the big completion.
He's got a great feel for when things can pop open, okay? So this one here, you're gonna watch, he's gonna hit the inside guy, but he's throwing this ball right now. He's anticipating this small little window between these two guys. The anticipation right here to see it, feel it, and put the ball on his guy for a big play. That feel for the game is something that I think is very, very important. To kind of see things happening before they happen, to see and understand movement of defenders and be able to let the ball go ahead of time and lay it on your guy for a big play that a lot of guys aren't gonna make. As you see right here, boom, there's a throw right here for a possible touchdown. And maybe he sees color right here. It's like, it's just tight. I can live with that. But you see also a little bit of the playmaking ability. I don't think he's necessarily a great scrambler or a great athlete, but he does have the ability to make these throws with his arm when he's on the move. Great job right here, buying time, eyes down the field, flipping the ball up, boom, for the touchdown right there. When things aren't there, he has the ability to buy some time, and then maybe more importantly, the ability to make throws on the move when he's off platform. Okay, so you see the ability to take off and run. All right, nothing really open. Got a free hitter coming here. Always something I like to look at too is how these guys handle pressure. I'd like my quarterback to at least be aware of the pressure and think about having an answer. But nothing really coming open, stepping up. And again, I don't know if he's a great athlete or a great runner, but there's definitely enough athleticism there to be able to create and make plays a la kind of a Patrick Mahomes. When do I need to use my legs to buy time? When do I need to use my legs to make a run? That's what Patrick Mahomes does as well as anybody in the NFL. And I think Cam does a pretty good job of that as well.
Ward steps up, tucks, runs, touchdown Miami.
As you see on the tape, there's a lot to like about Cam Ward. And what really jumps out is the uniqueness of his arm, the ability to do things with his arm that most of the guys in this class cannot do. That is something that everybody is looking for at the NFL level because you very seldom play in a perfect pocket. And I want to see how that progresses as he takes the next step to the next level. Thanks again for joining me here on QB Insider on my Draftable Quarterback series. I'll see you again for the next session.